Boat and OAT, the calm after the storm. What really happened next? Have you ever wondered what it truly means to emerge from the fiercest storm, only to discover that the calm afterward holds its own quiet revelations, moments of clarity, reconciliation, and perhaps the courage to finally speak the truths that once felt too dangerous? In the whirlwind journey of Boat and OAT, we left off at the edge of anticipation, with whispers of an Echo Waves comeback echoing through the industry as 2025 drew to a close. Fans held their breath, speculating if this reunion would shatter the silence that had enveloped their bond for years. And now, on this final day of December 29, 2025, as the year fades into memory, we delve into what really happened next, the calm after the storm that reshaped everything, not with dramatic confessions under spotlights, but with subtle shifts, heartfelt gestures, and a maturity that turned unspoken love into something enduring and profound. Trust me, this chapter isn't about explosive endings, it's about the gentle waves that carry two souls forward, together. Hold on tight, the world of your favorite celebrities is unfolding before your eyes, and every moment is more breathtaking than the last. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications right now, because trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. Let us rewind once more, not to the heights of fame or the depths of isolation, but to the turning point in early 2025, when the rumors of an Echo Waves reunion first surfaced. It began quietly, almost imperceptibly, with a cryptic social media post from Boat, a black and white photo of an old stage microphone, captioned simply "Echoes Calling." Fans dissected it immediately, linking it to their group's name, but few realized the deeper meaning, Boat reaching out across the distance that had grown between him and OAT. OAT, thriving in his acting career with back-to-back hits that showcased his emotional depth, responded days later with a story repost of a serene ocean at dawn, no words needed. But wait. Here's where it gets crazy. What if these weren't coincidences, but deliberate breadcrumbs, a private conversation played out in public view because direct words still felt too vulnerable? Have you ever communicated with someone through songs, posts, or symbols, afraid that speaking plainly might break the fragile peace? As spring bloomed in 2025, the official announcement came: Echo Waves would reunite for a special 10th anniversary concert in Seoul that summer, followed by a limited comeback album. The news sent shockwaves through the fandom, reviving old fan cams, edits, and theories about their unbreakable connection. Boat and OAT, in separate press interviews, spoke warmly of the group but carefully of each other, Boat praising OAT's growth as an actor, OAT crediting Boat's music for inspiring his performances. Yet, behind the scenes, rehearsals brought them face to face after years of minimal contact. Insiders described the first practice session as electric, initial awkwardness melting into familiar rhythms, laughter echoing in the studio as they fell back into sync. One moment, in particular, captured hearts when leaked footage showed OAT adjusting Boat's microphone stand without thinking, a habit from their trainee days, and Boat smiling with that same soft gaze fans had analyzed for decades. We are not here to spread rumors, we are here to examine these glimpses, the way their chemistry reignited effortlessly, like embers long buried but never extinguished. The comeback album, titled Calm Horizons, released in June 2025 to critical acclaim, blending Boat's introspective ballads with OAT's dynamic energy in group tracks that felt nostalgic yet evolved. The title track, a duet-heavy piece about finding peace after turmoil, featured lyrics that fans couldn't ignore, verses about storms we weathered side by side and harbors found in silent understanding. Boat and OAT performed it live for the first time at the concert, their voices intertwining in harmony that moved the audience to tears. Offstage, they were spotted more frequently together, casual dinners, joint variety show appearances where their banter flowed naturally, OAT playfully teasing Boat about his serious artist phase, Boat retorting with stories of OAT's dramatic on-set antics. But wait. Here's where it gets crazy. What if this renewed closeness wasn't just for the comeback, but a deliberate choice to heal the distance that fame had imposed? Imagine the private conversations during late-night drives home from rehearsals, regrets shared, apologies unspoken but felt, a mutual acknowledgement that their bond, whatever its depth, deserved nurturing without the pressure of labels. As the concert tour wrapped in the fall, something shifted permanently. Boat announced a hiatus from solo promotions to focus on personal growth, while OAT turned down several lead roles to explore music again, hinting at collaborations. By late 2025, they were living in the same neighborhood again, not out of necessity, but choice, shared workouts, cooking sessions streamed teasingly on social media, and quiet support at each other's events. In a joint interview just weeks ago, when asked about their unspoken story, OAT laughed softly and said, "Some things are better felt than said, they've always been our strength." Boat nodded, adding, "The storm taught us that calm doesn't mean absence, it means presence, fully." Fans erupted, interpreting it as the closest they'd come to addressing the lingering questions of love beyond friendship. Have you ever watched two people orbit each other for years, only to see them finally settle into a rhythm that feels right, whatever name the world gives it? Now, as snow falls softly over Seoul on this December evening, Boat and Oat's story enters a new era, not one of hidden longing or painful silence, but of open companionship, mutual respect, and a love that transcended the need for confession. The comeback wasn't just a return to music, it was a return to each other, proving that some connections weather every storm to emerge stronger, calmer, deeper. They continue to create, separately and together, inspiring millions with their authenticity. But wait. Here's where it gets crazy. What if the real revelation is that their unspoken love wasn't a tragedy waiting for words, but a masterpiece in its quiet form, evolving into a lifelong partnership that defies definition, yet fulfills every promise they made in those early dorm nights? We slow down here, savoring the peace they've found, because in the world of Boat and Oat, the calm after the storm isn't an ending, it's the most beautiful beginning. Have you ever felt that kind of resolution in your own life, where silence speaks louder than any declaration? As fans, we watch, grateful for the journey they've shared, knowing that whatever lies ahead, their echo will resonate forever. And perhaps, in this calm, they've told the story all along, not in words, but in every step they take side by side. Have you ever dared to imagine that the calm after the storm could stretch into something even more breathtaking, a horizon where two souls, once bound by silence, finally choose to sail forward without fear, rewriting their story not in whispers, but in bold, unapologetic strokes? We thought the peace Boat and Oat found in late 2025 was the gentle resolution we had all been waiting for, a quiet harbor after years of turbulent waves. But wait. Here's where it gets crazy. What if that calm was only the prelude, the deep breath before the plunge into waters deeper and more liberating than anyone, even they themselves, could have foreseen? As the clock strikes midnight into 2026, fresh revelations are surfacing that turn everything we thought we knew upside down, proving once again that the tale of Boat and Oat is far from over. It is only just beginning to unfold in ways that will leave the entire industry, and every fan who ever believed in them, utterly speechless. Let us rewind once more, this time to the final weeks of December 2025, when the snow-covered streets of Seoul seemed to hold their breath alongside the fandom. The Echo Wave's 10th anniversary comeback had been an undeniable triumph, sold-out arenas, record-breaking streams, heartfelt speeches that brought tears to millions watching online. Boat and Oat had stood side by side on that closing night in November, arms slung casually over each other's shoulders during the encore, singing an acoustic version of their earliest Trainee Day song as confetti fell like soft rain. The image went viral instantly, two men, older, wiser, their faces lit with a contentment that felt earned. Fans called it closure. The media called it a perfect full-circle moment. But we are not here to accept easy endings. We are here to slow everything down, to notice what happened in the weeks that followed, when the lights dimmed and the world moved on to new scandals and new rookies. It started subtly, as all the most powerful shifts in their story always have. On December 31st, 2025, as fireworks exploded over the Han River, Boat posted a simple photo on his private Instagram story, a single glass of sparkling wine raised toward the camera, and in the reflection of the window behind it, the unmistakable silhouette of Oat leaning against the balcony railing, head tilted back in laughter. No caption. No tag. Just that quiet image, visible for only 24 hours before it vanished. Yet screenshots spread like wildfire through fan communities, and the questions began pouring in. Why were they together on New Year's Eve, away from the usual industry parties? Why did Boat's hand, holding the glass, seem to rest so naturally near Oat's waist in the reflection? Have you ever seen a single photograph that felt like it contained an entire unspoken conversation? This one did. January 2026 arrived with a chill that couldn't touch the growing warmth online. Boat announced he was stepping back from all scheduled solo activities for the foreseeable future, not a hiatus born of exhaustion, but one framed as time to explore new horizons with the people who matter most. Oat, meanwhile, quietly turned down two major drama offers, including the lead in a highly anticipated romance series that would have cemented his status as a top-tier actor. Instead, on January 15th, both of their agencies released a joint statement that sent shockwaves through every entertainment portal. Boat and Oat were launching an independent creative label together, a boutique company focused on music, short films, and live experiences that would allow them complete artistic control. The name of the label? Harbor Light Studio. Fans immediately connected the dots. Harbor, a recurring motif in their lyrics, the safe place Boat once described in interviews as the feeling I get when I'm with someone who understands every wave inside me. But wait. Here's where it gets crazy. The announcement wasn't just about business. Buried in the fine print of the press release was a line that most outlets overlooked at first. The studio would be based in a newly purchased seaside property in Jeju Island, a home and workspace where Boat and OAT intended to live and create full-time, away from the relentless pace of Seoul. Not separate apartments in the same neighborhood. Not occasional visits. A shared home on an island known for its romantic sunsets and healing energy. The implications crashed over the fandom like a tidal wave. Were they simply partners chasing creative freedom, or had the unspoken finally found its voice in the most undeniable way possible, by building a life together, openly, unhidden?